Part 5 Epistles, 3rd Series. Note: before leaving for the USA, Swamiji used to change his name very often. In earlier years, he signed as Narendra or Naren, then for some time as Vivekananda or Sachidananda. But for the convenience of the readers, these volumes use the more familiar name Vivekananda. Publisher. 1. Glory to Ramakrishna. Baidyanath, 25th December 1889. Dear Sir, I have been staying for the last few days at Baidyanath in Purna Babu's lodge. It is not so cold, and my health too is indifferent. I am suffering from indigestion, probably due to excess of iron in the water. I have found nothing agreeable here, neither the place, nor the season, nor the company. I leave for Varanasi tomorrow. Achyutananda stopped at Govinda Chaudhry's place at Deogarh, and the latter, as soon as he got news of us, earnestly insisted on our becoming his guests. Finally, he met us once again and prevailed on us to accede to his request. The man is a great worker, but has a number of women with him, old women, most of them, of the ordinary Vaishnava type. His clerks too revere us much. Some of them are very much ill disposed towards him, and they spoke of his misdeeds. Incidentally, I raised the topic of, "You have many wrong ideas or doubts about her. Hence, I write all this after particular investigation. Even the aged clerks of this establishment highly respect and revere her. She came to stop with while she was a mere child, and ever lived as his wife. Everyone admits in one voice that her character is spotless. She was all along a perfectly chaste woman, and never behaved with, in any relation, but that of wife to husband, and she was absolutely faithful. She came at too early an age to have incurred any moral taint. After she had separated from, she wrote to him to say that she had never treated him as anything but her husband, but that it was impossible for her to live with a man with a loose character. His old office bearers too believe him to be satanic in character, but they consider a Devi, angel, and remark that it was following her departure that lost all sense of shame. My object in writing all this is that formerly I was not a believer in the tale of the lady's early life. The idea that there might be such purity in the midst of a relation which society does not recognize, I used to consider as romance. But after thorough investigation, I have come to know that it is all right. She is very pure, pure from her infancy. I have not the least doubt about it. For entertaining those doubts, you and I and everyone are guilty to her. I make repeated salutations to her and ask her pardon for my guilt. She is not a liar. I take this opportunity to record that such courage is impossible in a lying and unchaste woman. I have also been told that she had a lifelong ardent faith in religion also. Well, your disease is not yet improving. I don't think this is a place for patients unless one is ready to spend a good deal of money. Please think out some judicious course. Here, every article will have to be procured from elsewhere. Yours sincerely, Vivekananda. 2. Glory to Ramakrishna. Allahabad, 30th December 1889. Dear Sir, Gupta left a slip when coming, and next day a letter from Yogananda gave me all the news, and I immediately started for Allahabad, which I reached the day after, to find that Yogananda had completely recovered. He had chicken pox, with 1 or 2 smallpox rashes also. The doctor is a noble soul, and they have got a brotherhood who are all great pious men and highly devoted to the service of sadhus. They are particularly anxious that I pass the month of Magh here, but I am leaving for Varanasi. How are you? I pray to God for the welfare of yourself and your family. Please convey my compliments to Tulasi Ram, Chunni Babu, and the rest. Yours affectionately, Vivekananda. 3. Ghazipur, 30th January 1890. Revered Sir, I am now stopping with Satish Babu at Ghazipur. Of the few places I have recently visited, this is the healthiest. The water of Baidyanath is very bad. It leads to indigestion. Allahabad is very congested. The few days I passed at Varanasi, I suffered from fever day and night. The place is so malarious. Ghazipur has a very salubrious climate, especially the quarter I am living in. I have visited Pavhari Baba's house. There are high walls all round, and it is fashioned like an English bungalow. There is a garden inside and big rooms and chimneys, etc. He allows nobody to enter. If he is so inclined, he comes up to the door and speaks from inside. That is all. One day I went and waited in the cold and had to return. I shall go to Varanasi on Sunday next. If the meeting with the Babaji takes place in the meantime, all right, otherwise I bid him goodbye. About Pramada Babu's place I shall write definitely from Varanasi. If Kali Bhattacharya is determined to come, let him do so after I leave for Varanasi on Sunday, but he should rather not. After a few days' stay at Varanasi, I shall start for Rishikesh. Pramada Babu may accompany me. Please accept, all of you, my cordial greetings and blessings to Fakir, Ram, Krishnamai, etc. Yours affectionately, Vivekananda. P.S. In my opinion, it will do you much good if you come and stay for some time at Ghazipur. Here Satish will be able to secure a bungalow for you, and there is a gentleman, Gagan Chandra Ray by name, who is the head of the opium office and is exceedingly courteous, philanthropic, and social. They will arrange for everything. The house rent is 15 to 20 rupees. Rice is dear, and milk sells at 16 to 20 seers a rupee. All other things are very cheap. Besides, under the care of these gentlemen, there is no chance of any difficulty. But it is slightly expensive. It will cost over 40 to 50 rupees. Varanasi is horribly malarious. I have never liked in Pramada Babu's garden. He likes to have me always in his company. The garden is indeed very beautiful, richly laid out, spacious, and open. This time when I go, I shall live there and report to you. 4. Salutation to Bhagavan Ramakrishna. Care of Satish Mukherjee, Gora Bazar, Ghazipur, 14th February, 1890. Revered Sir, I am in receipt of your letter of contrition. I am not leaving this place soon. It is impossible to avoid the Babaji's request. You have expressed remorse at not having reaped any appreciable results by serving the sadhus. It is true, and yet not true. It is true if you look towards ideal bliss. But if you look behind to the place from which you started, you will find that before you were an animal, now you are a man, and will be a god or God himself in future. Moreover, that sort of regret and dissatisfaction is very good. It is the prelude to improvement. Without this, none can rise. He who puts on a turban and immediately sees the Lord progresses thus far and no farther. You are blessed indeed to have that constant dissatisfaction preying upon your mind. Rest assured that there is no danger for you. You are a keenly intelligent man and know full well that patience is the best means of success. In this respect, I have no doubt that we light-headed boys have much to learn from you. You are a considerate man, and I need not add anything. Man has 2 ears but one mouth. You specially are given to plain speaking and are chary of making large promises, things that sometimes make me cross with you. But upon reflection, I find that it is you who have acted with discretion. Slow but sure. What is lost in power is gained in speed. However, in this world, everything depends upon one's words. To get an insight behind the words, especially with your economical spirit masking all, is not given to all, and one must associate long with a man to be able to understand him. Religion is not in sects, nor in making a fuss. Why do you forget these teachings of our revered master? Please help as far as it lies in you, but to judge what came of it, whether it was turned to good or evil account, is perhaps beyond our jurisdiction. Considering the great shock which Girish Babu has received, it will give him immense peace to serve Mother at this moment. He is a very keen-witted person, and our beloved master had perfect confidence in you, used to dine nowhere else except at your place, and I have heard Mother too has the fullest confidence in you. In view of these, you will please bear and forbear all shortcomings of us fickle boys, treating them as if they were done by your own boy. This is all I have got to say. Please let me know by return of post when the anniversary is to take place. A pain in the loins is giving me much trouble. In a few days, the place will look exceedingly beautiful, with miles and miles of rose banks all in flower. Satish says he will then send some fresh roses and cuttings for your festival. May the Lord ordain that your son becomes a man and never a coward. Yours affectionately, Vivekananda. P.S. If Mother has come, please convey to her my countless salutations and ask her to bless me that I may have unflinching perseverance. or if that be impossible in this body, may it fall off soon. 5. Ghazipur, 14th February 1890. My dear Gupta, I hope you are doing well. Do your own spiritual exercises, and knowing yourself to be the humblest servant of all, serve them. Those with whom you are staying are such that even I am not worthy to call myself their humblest servant and take the dust off their feet. Knowing this, serve them and have devotion for them. Don't be angry even if they abuse or even hurt you grievously. Never mix with women. Try to be hardy little by little. And gradually accustom yourself to maintaining the body out of the proceeds of begging. Whoever takes the name of Ramakrishna, know him to be your guru. Everyone can play the role of a master, but it is very difficult to be a servant. Especially you should follow Shashi. Know it for certain that without steady devotion for the Guru and unflinching patience and perseverance, nothing is to be achieved. You must have strict morality. Deviate an inch from this, and you are gone forever. Yours affectionately, Vivekananda. 6. Glory to Ramakrishna, Ghazipur, 15th March 1890. Revered Sir, received your kind note yesterday. I am very sorry to learn that Suresh Babu's illness is extremely serious. What is destined will surely happen. It is a matter of great regret that you too have fallen ill. So long as egoism lasts, any shortcoming in adopting remedial measures is to be considered as idleness. It is a fault and a guilt. For one who has not that egoistic idea, the best course is to forbear. The dwelling place of the Jivatman, this body, is a veritable means of work, and he who converts this into an infernal den is guilty, and he who neglects it is also to blame. Please act according to circumstances as they present themselves without the least hesitation. Nabhinandet maranam, nabhinandet jivitam, kalumeva pratikshet niyamam bhratako yatha. The highest duty consists in doing the little that lies in one's power, seeking neither death nor life, and biding one's time like a servant ready to do any behest. There is a dreadful outbreak of influenza at Varanasi and Pramada Babu has gone to Allahabad. Babu Ram has suddenly come here. He has got fever. He was wrong to start under such circumstances. I am leaving this place tomorrow. My countless salutations to Mother. You all bless me that I may have sameness of vision, that after avoiding the bondages which one is heir to by one's very birth, I may not again get stuck in self-imposed bondages. If there be any doer of good, and if he have the power and the opportunity, may he vouchsafe the highest blessings unto you all. This is my constant prayer. Yours affectionately, Vivekananda. 7. Ghazipur, 15th March 1890. Dear Atul Babu, I am extremely sorry to hear that you are passing through mental afflictions. Please do only what is agreeable to you. Yavad jananam tavan maranam, tavad janani jathare shayanam, iti samsare sphutatara doshaha, kathamiha manava tava santoshaha. While there is birth, there is death, and again entering the mother's womb. This is the manifest evil of transmigration. How, O man, dost thou want satisfaction in such a world? Yours affectionately, Vivekananda. P.S. I am leaving this place tomorrow. Let me see which way destiny leads. 8. Salem, USA, 30th August 1893. Dear Adhyapak Ji, Honorable Professor, I am going off from here today. I hope you have received some reply from Chicago. I have received an invitation with full directions from Mr. Sanborn. So I am going to Saratoga on Monday. My respects to your wife, and my love to Austin and all the children. You are a real Mahatma, a great soul, and Mrs. Wright is nonpareil. Yours affectionately, Vivekananda. 9. Salem, Saturday, 4th September 1893. Dear Adhyapak Ji, I hasten to tender my heartfelt gratitude to you for your letters of introduction. I have received a letter from Mr. Thales of Chicago giving me the names of some of the delegates and other things about the Congress. Your professor of Sanskrit in his note to Miss Sanborn mistakes me for Purushottama Joshi and states that there is a Sanskrit library in Boston the like of which can scarcely be met within India. I would be so happy to see it. Mr. Sanborn has written to me to come over to Saratoga on Monday, and I am going accordingly. I would stop then at a boarding house called Sanatorium. If any news come from Chicago in the meanwhile, I hope you will kindly send it over to the Sanatorium, Saratoga. You and your noble wife and sweet children have made an impression in my brain which is simply indelible, and I thought myself so much nearer to heaven when living with you. May He, the giver of all gifts, shower on your head His choicest blessings. Here are a few lines written as an attempt at poetry, hoping your love will pardon this infliction. Ever your friend, Vivekananda. O'er hill and dale and mountain range, in temple, church, and mosque, in Vedas, Bible, Al-Quran, I had searched for thee in vain. Like a child in the wildest forest lost, I have cried and cried alone. Where art thou gone, my God, my love? The echo answered, Gone. And days and nights and years then passed. A fire was in the brain. I knew not when day changed in night. The heart seemed rent in twain. I laid me down on Ganga's shore, exposed to sun and rain. With burning tears I laid the dust, and wailed with water's roar. I called on all the holy names of every clime and creed. Show me the way in mercy, yea, great ones who have reached the goal. Years then passed in bitter cry. Each moment seemed an age, till one day midst my cries and groans, someone seemed calling me, a gentle, soft, and soothing voice that said, my son, that seemed to thrill in unison with all the chords of my soul. I stood on my feet and tried to find the place the voice came from. I searched and turned to see, round me, before, behind. Again it seemed to speak, the voice divine to me. In rapture all my soul was hushed, entranced, enthralled in bliss. A flash illumined all my soul, the heart of my heart opened wide. O joy, O bliss, what do I find? My love, you are here, and you are here, my love, my all. And I was searching thee. From all eternity you were there, enthroned in majesty. From that day forth, wherever I roam, I feel him standing by. O'er hill and dale, high mount and vale, far, far away and high, the moon's soft light, the stars so bright, the glorious orb of day. He shines in them, his beauty, might, reflected lights are they. The majestic morn, the melting eve, the boundless billowy sea, in nature's beauty, songs of birds. I see through them, it is he. When dire calamity seizes me, the heart seems weak and faint. All nature seems to crush me down with laws that never bend. Meseems I hear thee whispering sweet, my love, I am near, I am near. My heart gets strong, with thee, my love, 1,000 deaths no fear. Thou speakest in the mother's lay that shuts the baby's eye. When innocent children laugh and play, I see thee standing by. When holy friendship shakes the hand, he stands between them two. He pours the nectar in mother's kiss and the baby's sweet mama. Thou wert my God with prophets old. All creeds do come from thee. The Vedas, Bible, and Quran bold sing thee in harmony. Thou art, the soul of souls in the rushing stream of life. Om Tat Sat Om. Thou art my God, my love, I am thine, I am thine. 10. Chicago, 2nd October 1893. Dear Adhyapak Ji, I do not know what you are thinking of my long silence. In the first place, I dropped in on the Congress in the 11th hour and quite unprepared, and that kept me very, very busy for some time. Secondly, I was speaking almost every day in the Congress and had no time to write. And last and greatest of all, my kind friend, I owe so much to you that it would have been an insult to your ahetuka, unselfish friendship to have written you business-like letters in a hurry. The Congress is now over. Dear brother, I was so afraid to stand before that great assembly of fine speakers and thinkers from all over the world and speak. But the Lord gave me strength, and I almost every day heroically faced the platform and the audience. If I have done well, He gave me the strength for it. If I have miserably failed, I knew that beforehand, for I am hopelessly ignorant. Your friend Professor Bradley was very kind to me and he always cheered me on. And oh, everybody is so kind here to me, who am nothing, that it is beyond my power of expression. Glory unto Him in the highest, in whose sight the poor ignorant monk from India is the same as the learned divines of this mighty land. And how the Lord is helping me every day of my life, brother. I sometimes wish for a life of 1,000,000 ages to serve Him through the work, dressed in rags and fed by charity. Oh, how I wished that you were here to see some of our sweet ones from India, the tender-hearted Buddhist Dharmapala, the orator Mazumdar, and realize that in that far-off and poor India there are hearts that beat in sympathy to yours, born and brought up in this mighty and great country. My eternal respects to your holy wife, and to your sweet children my eternal love and blessings. Colonel Higginson, a very broad man, told me that your daughter had written to his daughter about me, and he was very sympathetic to me. I am going to Evanston tomorrow and hope to see Professor Bradley there. May He make us all more and more pure and holy so that we may live a perfect spiritual life even before throwing off this earthly body. Vivekananda. The letter continues on a separate sheet of paper. I am now going to be reconciled to my life here. All my life I have been taking every circumstance as coming from Him and calmly adapting myself to it. At first in America I was almost out of my water. I was afraid I would have to give up the accustomed way of being guided by the Lord and cater for myself. And what a horrid piece of mischief and ingratitude was that! I now clearly see that He who was guiding me on the snow tops of the Himalayas and the burning plains of India is here to help me and guide me. Glory unto Him in the highest. So I have calmly fallen into my old ways. Somebody or other gives me a shelter and food. Somebody or other comes to ask me to speak about Him. And I know He sends them, and mine is to obey. And then He is supplying my necessities, and His will be done. He who rests in me and gives up all other self-assertion and struggles, I carry to Him whatever He needs. Gita. So it is in Asia, so in Europe, so in America, so in the deserts of India, so in the rush of business in America. For is He not here also? And if He does not, I only would take for granted that He wants that I should lay aside this 3 minutes body of clay and hope to lay it down gladly. We may or may not meet, brother. He knows. You are great, learned, and holy. I dare not preach to you or your wife, but to your children I quote these passages from the Vedas. The 4 Vedas, sciences, languages, philosophy, and all other learnings are only ornamental. The real learning, the true knowledge is that which enables us to reach Him who is unchangeable in His love. How real, how tangible, how visible is He, through whom the skin touches, the eyes see, and the world gets its reality. Hearing Him, nothing remains to be heard. Seeing Him, nothing remains to be seen. Attaining Him, nothing remains to be attained. He is the eye of our eyes, the ear of our ears, the soul of our souls. He is nearer to you, my dears, than even your father and mother. You are innocent and pure as flowers. Remain so, and He will reveal Himself unto you. Dear Austin, when you are playing, there is another playmate playing with you who loves you more than anybody else. And oh, he is so full of fun. He is always playing, sometimes with great big balls which we call the sun and earth, sometimes with little children like you and laughing and playing with you. How funny it would be to see him and play with him. My dear, think of it. Dear Adhyapak ji, I am moving about just now. Only when I come to Chicago, I always go to see Mr. and Mrs. Lyons, one of the noblest couples I have seen here. If you would be kind enough to write me, kindly address it to the care of Mr. John B. Lyon, 262 Michigan Avenue, Chicago. He who gets hold of the one in this world of many, the one constant existence in a world of flitting shadows, the one life in a world of death. He alone crosses this sea of misery and struggle. None else, none else. Vedas. He who is the Brahman of the Vedantins, Ishvara of the Nyayikas, Purusha of the Sankhyas, cause of the Mimamsakas, law of the Buddhists, absolute zero of the atheists, and love infinite unto those that love. May he take us all under his merciful protection. Udayanacharya, a great philosopher of the Nyaya or dualistic school. And this is the benediction pronounced at the very beginning of his wonderful book Kusumanjali, A Handful of Flowers, in which he attempts to establish the existence of a personal creator and moral ruler of infinite love independently of revelation. Your ever grateful friend, Vivekananda.